My videos got copyrighted the other day. 2 of them. Every month is Truck Month, and you can't date somebody in the same ranking as you. Can you fucking believe that my shit got copyrighted? And although it was for 2 reasons, because I used 2 different songs in the podcast, which I very much said they were not mine. That's fine. But who the fuck else is going around talking about, fucking when a girl's fart, it travels up their pussy lips and it makes a clapping sound? No one's fucking talking about that. I am. I'm the only person talking about it. You want to know why? Because I'm built different. And it's like, the only reason why they're not penalizing the podcast and the reason why they're not making me take it down is because I don't have any monetization yet. So, God, fuck you, YouTube. Well, like, come on. I even said in my video, I get it. It goes, oh, because you're not making money off this, we're not gonna penalize it. Like, that's their rule, I guess. Apparently, you just have to make money on a video to make it worth something, right? So, other than that, welcome back to the No Filter Podcast, everybody. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Hope you guys do some fun shit with your father. Or don't. I don't fucking care, to be honest. If you're my age, you are now old enough to take your dad out to a bar, or you're old enough to do many things. So what I'm doing for Father's Day, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna wake up. I gotta do my laundry. I might like detail my truck a little bit. It needs a good cleaning on the inside. I won't lie to you. And then basically that's pretty much it. Hit the gym. Have a really basic schedule. Me and my dad don't talk. So Father's Day, easiest shit ever, bro. I don't really have much family. So when it comes to birthdays and stuff, dude, oh my God, I treat myself like a motherfucking king. Because if no one else is gonna do it, no matter what the relationship type is, it's always just a one-way street, man. I don't know. I know how fucked up that sounds, but trust me, it's about as good as it gets. John sent me a snap. Let's see what he sent me. Oh my God, underlying love. All right, I'll come back to John's topic. Yeah, no, man, it's having very little family, like so little that I could probably count the people who I talk to on my hand. It makes it very much easier, especially when it comes to Christmas time and birthdays. Like, you only have to remember 5, which is fantastic. So I have more friends that I count family than I actually do family, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so besides Father's Day, a lot of stuff going on this weekend. There's a lot of things that I kind of want to talk about, and because I think, like, I'm going to share my knowledge on this, because I think me being 21 years old and starting what I started when I was 18 and 19 years old, I think it's important that I kind of share. No matter how old you are, it's never too late to kind of change the direction you're going in. Obviously, people look at me as like a 21-year-old who thinks he has it all figured out and I'm a piece of shit. Trust me, I know. I had this, my father called me a piece of shit and know-it-all because of, I think I know it all, which is true. I'm moderately successful for my age, not because of the podcast, but because I have a job, my own truck, my own apartment. So it's very much, I of course I'm gonna know better because I know financial shit. So, today I was at the gym and I was just gonna go work out and they have the TV on in there, just like a if you're in between sets, you could just like look at it. You can't hear the TV obviously because they have music playing, which is retarded because I have earbuds in anyway. So, I was reading some of the news stuff that they were talking about today, and they were talking about the retirement age and how people are going to be forced to work till they're fucking 70, 75 years old. And I hate that that's what they complain about. And instead of giving you guys solutions on how to fucking handle that. Now, me, I'm not rich. Not in the slightest. I'm comfortable. Like, that is it. I'm not saying I'm comfortable because I got money. No. I know how to handle my money. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to have money on you. It's 2 different feelings, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you gotta treat it as the same. So they're going on about how people are upset that the retirement age is getting moved up, and it's like, okay, so you addressed the problem. You said, okay, this isn't fair to hardworking Americans that have been working since they were 16, 17. Why would they want to work for like most of their lives, right? But they don't give people solutions. They go, okay, see that your mom and dad, your like aunts or uncles are going to be working till their 70s. Here's what you can do to fucking avoid it. obviously, like we saw it happen. We saw 401ks crash. We saw the stock market crash after a few good years because it's not meant to be consistent. It's a risk. It's a gamble. But 9 times out of 10, from the people I've talked to, the gamble kind of seems to like sway in their favor. I've talked to people across the board: black, white, Mexican, male, female. I've talked to, and then not to mention older people too. I've talked to people who are in their 40s who made more money in the stock market when Trump was in office, and obviously sold and then bought more when the pandemic hit. It benefits all if you play it right. And so, but I wish they would address that on the news. Like, hey, guys, come on. Like, you don't want to work till you're 70, do you? And I think they're also taking consider the fact that the news, the people who work at the news, the people who write these articles, they know that most of the Americans that are, paycheck to paycheck, they're like that because it's their fucking fault. Okay? So not only could you invest in your 401k as soon as you're able to get one, if your work provides one. If not, take different steps outside of your work to have one. Also having stocks, having investments, that's always important because in the long run, that's going to help you. And then also, not forcing yourself to live paycheck to paycheck. I cannot stress that enough. Like, I work with people where it's like we make decent money, and for some reason these fucking people are paycheck to paycheck, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's because we don't make enough. It's like, no, because you're not allowing yourself to have extra money. If you're paying rent, if your biggest thing is rent or your mortgage, you should not be going, oh my God, am I going to be able to pay this? That should be number one thing that should be paid. You don't need a cell phone. You sure as hell don't need the newest fucking truck off the lot. You don't need internet, and you don't need to be eating steaks every night. Okay, that's a big thing. And the news could be telling people this, like, hey, if you're a one-income household, I would fucking downgrade. Obviously, if you can't downgrade in house size because you have kids or you have someone else living with you, okay, then keep the house, downgrade in car. Buy something that's more fuel efficient. Buy something that's not going to fucking drain your insurance policy. And don't own multiple cars. What the fuck's wrong with you? And same with and then these people on top of it have pets, and that's okay. But it's like, if you're in the red zone already and you turn around and you buy more animals, you're a fucking retard. Because now you have fucking, I don't know, how many animals you're going to buy? 1 through 7? Now you have fucking 1 through 7 mouths to feed, and now here you are. Now you're more in the red zone, and now you're overspending what you make monthly. And I wish the fucking news channels, I wish people on podcasts would talk about this. This is so fucking important that they complain. Oh, I don't want to work till I'm 70. Then fucking don't. Go after jobs like being in a police academy, a firefighter, a teacher, the military. There's many different fucking ways that you can get yourself a pension and also be able to support yourself so you don't live off Social Security, which, by the way, might not even be around in the next fucking 10 years. That's being fucking nice. God, what else can you fucking... It's just that's the shit that they should be telling people. Everybody's all... If we now imagine this, right? Why are cars so fucking high in price? Because the need for them are high. Because for some reason, all these fucking people who can barely afford the cars they have now need to go out and buy another one. No, you don't. Buy a fucking 2009 beater. As long as it could run and the windows could roll down, that's all that fucking matters, right? I feel like a fucking parent lecturing you guys on this, but it's so important to like observe your options. Don't, start saving $500 a month. Save whatever you can a month, whether it's fucking $5 to $1,000 a month. It's so important for people to remember that, because I'm so tired of people bitching about it, but they don't take any extra steps to secure their future. Now, obviously, like I was saying earlier, you can't rely on a 401k or stock market. Not all the time, because you could just end up like this, where 4 years ago, you were making fucking bank. And then now, people are now starting to get their fucking footing back in the stock market and their 401ks. Stuff happens. It's never consistent. But like I said, it's a risk. But 9 times out of 10, that risk works if you fucking just sit on it and you wait on it. And, even then, if you don't want to put $200 a month into the stock market, put $200 a month in a high interest bank or Is that what it's called? I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. Oh boy, am I on a fucking rip and tear today? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. It pisses me off. I'm tired of people bitching and not having fucking solutions for themselves. And that's the thing, like, if you're sitting there telling me I'm paycheck to paycheck, I can't catch a break, I'm like, well, look at how you're living. You don't need a cell phone. You don't need to drive a fucking gas guzzler. That's for fucking goddamn sure. And you sure as hell don't need to live in a fucking 6-bedroom, 3-bath house with 2 people in it. So that obviously wasn't directed towards anybody, but I'm stating the basic American. Everybody wants to live these fucking lifestyles that they just cannot do it. And here's the thing, like, I hate, and it pisses me off when people go, if I just had even $250,000, all my problems would be solved. Like, no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. All it would do would prolong the fact that you'd be paycheck to paycheck again, because you would not take that money and you wouldn't put it into anything that would be fucking useful for yourself. Right? You would just take that money, and what you would do is not only are you giving yourself okay, I could spend a little bit more this month because I have $250,000, but you're also giving yourself that idea in the back of your head that I'm secure for a little bit. And that's not how you should be. You should always be somewhat secure in your lifestyle. So other than that, I'm going to leave it off on that. That's Eddie's financial advice. Stop being a fucking idiot. Start really putting your fucking money where it matters, and don't and if people don't like it, boo fucking who? All right? You're doing something different. That's all that matters. Let's see what Brayden sent me.
Damn, boy. I don't know how I feel about the Greek yogurt with the salsa, though.
Oh, hang on. You're on the podcast. And also, no, it's fantastic. It's like a sauce that you would get in like a restaurant. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to respond back to Brayden. On this podcast, if I get snaps like that, I'm just going to play them. Oh, my God. So, since we're talking about, like, serious shit, I just saw on the news the other day that people were shitting on Joe Biden because I guess he got a fucking root canal. And it's like, is this what we're worried about? I don't give a fuck what's wrong with his teeth. Number one, that guy's got better teeth than I do. Okay, and this motherfucker's 90. Okay, genetically, I don't have the best teeth. My mom had really poor enamel, like genetically from her mom, so it carried down generation to generation. I hope that my kid doesn't have that, but it also comes down to, like, who the fuck cares that he got a root canal? Like, I fucking don't. Like, there's people out there who have no fucking teeth because they're crack addicts. He got a root canal because the dude just likes fucking ice cream, and not to mention he's like fucking 90. Oh my God. Okay, this is where I play both sides, right? Because it's like they're gonna fucking shit on Joe Biden, right? But these were the same people, like 3 to 5 years ago, they were going, Donald Trump eats Big Macs every day, it's unhealthy. And then the Republicans came to his defense like, it's his body, let him eat what he wants to eat. And now here we are, the fucking tables have switched, where it's like, Joe Biden, fucking, he's eating ice cream, it's not good for his diet. And the Democrats are coming to his rescue saying he can eat whatever he wants to eat, it's his body. And it's like, I'm so fucking tired of the flip-flopping back and fucking forth. These people have nothing else better to report. They won't report the real shit that's going on in the world, like fucking peace in the Middle East. No, they won't do that. But they'll fucking talk about Joe Biden's root canal. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, I'm pissed. As you could tell, the news does not talk about the news anymore. All right, pause.
No, hell no. You're just a psychopath. You weird psychopath weirdo. No.
Brayden, I will bring you some chicken with salsa on it right now after my podcast. It's fantastic, dude. I'm telling you. The news doesn't report news anymore. The news is just the pass the time background noise bullshit. The ratings are obviously dropping. No one fucking cares because they think they get all the right information on fucking line. But then the people who say that don't look in the right spots. They read here, let me go on my main Google page and I'll tell you what I see. Like Newsweek or BuzzFeed. Checking. You also got Love Money. That's a news article. You got UPI News, CNN, Buzz Lovin'. Like these are all shit. These are all fucking people who just write shit stories, and you have people who like one another because that's all they know, and they don't want to venture out and actually talk about actual real shit. Looking at like I'll read some. Sorry, I got stuck. I saw something about Tom Brady. I don't know, man. It's something retarded, and I think it's funny that Democrats are supporting. I don't know how I got on this. I just came across this. I just don't understand why Democrats are randomly supporting Ron DeSantis instead of Donald Trump when Ron DeSantis is kind of like the baby version of Trump, but Ron needs a little bit more time. I feel like if Donald Trump versus Ron DeSantis happens, I hope Donald Trump takes it. Even though in the end it'd both be good, it's kind of like a win-win situation in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't vote for Ron if Donald Trump was running. I'm voting for Trump. Only because if we have Joe Biden again in the next 4 years, we're going to war. What's that song called? Silver Spoon. Is that the right thing? I'm sorry, but I was going on a fucking tear earlier. God damn. I just feel like it's something that I need the bitch about. And I think I stayed on topic for like more than 5 minutes, I believe. Which you guys should be really proud at because I'm normally not good at staying on topic. You guys want to know what I learned the other day? I've learned this a while back, but now I'm going to talk about it. I got really good at sex, okay? I've always been relatively decent, I'd say. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but, or squeeze my own nut. But I've always been relatively decent. I never had a problem finding the hole. I remember the first time I had sex, though. I legit last, like, maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes. 4 strokes in, done. So, that was all right. Thankful to the person I lost my virginity to is because they don't laugh. I hope they don't tell that story, even though I just did. I want to tell it. I want to laugh. But one of the best achievements, like, personally that I've unlocked, like a video game, is that when I'm hitting it from the back, bro, oh my God. I figured out that if you reach under it, like you're trying to, like, reach under your couch because you fucking dropped something, and you start rubbing that clit, bro, oh my God, it's game over. It's over. I know people are probably shaking their fucking head right now, but it's like, try it. When you're hitting it from the back, reach like between her stomach and her thigh. Reach around and start fucking rubbing that fucking clit, dog. I swear to God, you're gonna give that girl the ride of a lifetime. The ride of a lifetime, man. I'm telling you, it's it played a big role in me. God, it got fucking hot in here. It played a big role for me. It really helped me out a little bit. I'm one of those dudes though where it's like, I'll stop. Like, if I gotta come and I gotta stop mid-stroke, I'm stopping. I don't think I could legitimately, like... There's times where it's like, I don't want to pull out. But then I thought to myself, like, you know what? I don't want a kid. I would probably run away because I'd be scared. I'm changing my phone number for sure. And, what's it called? Yeah, dude, I pull out. I always do. Now I do. I was really bad at it a long time ago. I don't know why. I think it's because I was comfortable having a kid then. But versus now, no, I'm not comfortable having one. I got issues. And I think I've talked about this on a podcast before. But my issues run deep. So deep. Obviously, I'm out here doing a fucking podcast. And I just want someone to reach out and ask them okay sometimes. Like, hey, man, how you feeling today? It's not that hard to do so. And if no, I don't want no text either. Because I know in about 15 hours I'm going to get one. Like, you doing okay? No, because I know, like, I don't think I'll get a text because I know for a fact that a lot of the Greek occurring viewers is kind of higher now. So, thank you to everybody who's been listening to this thing. The impression rate's been good and all that. But like I was saying, it's like sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask them okay. I'm tired of, like, everything being fucking one way, man, and people wonder why I just randomly shut off the world, because it's like, why the fuck would I want to check in on somebody who ain't checking in on me? I'm not saying I'm suicidal. Oh, God, no. You know what's scary? Suicide. I don't think I could ever do it, because imagine that you actually succeed. And not to mention, if you put a gun in your mouth, which, by the way, I don't own a gun, so I'm not a security threat. No, but, like, imagine you move slightly, or you chicken out last second before you pull it, and the next thing you know, you take it out of your mouth and shoot yourself in the chest, and you're laying there, and it's a slower death than you want it to be. Nuh-uh, bro. Suicide ain't the move. I couldn't. And not to mention, like, I don't even like stubbing my toe. I could not imagine trying to fucking, I couldn't imagine trying to cut my wrist. I used to know a girl who would cut herself on the bus. I know like 18 of these girls. Like, not the girls, but I know like 18 girls named this. So I'm going to name drop. This girl named Grace that I used to know, she used to like cut herself on the bus with her pencil. And it was like legitimately like a sharp pencil with the lead. Good digging into her fucking thigh, and she would bleed because like she wasn't cutting open new ones, she was cutting open like the same ones that she already did before. They were so high on her thighs, and at first I thought that was normal, but it turns out it's because her parents took her to a home, or not a home, to like a therapist. The first time they caught her cutting herself, and her dad was hell of abusive, dude. It was crazy. But I remember we used to play hide and seek in her basement, and that was some good times. And that's when she found out she was lesbian, too. I think I've talked about Grace before on this podcast, because we caught her making out during hide and seek. It was pretty hot, actually. That's when I knew for a fact I wasn't gay. Did I ever tell you guys a story about Miss Ruby? I'm going to tell it again for anybody who hasn't remembered. I used to have an old neighbor named Miss Ruby, and I want a little bit of that red ruby lipstick on my lips. You know what I'm saying? She was a fine middle age, I'd say, black lady. She had tits that hanged about halfway down her gut, dog. Oh my god. She had them fucking udders, bro. And not to mention, she was a grandma, so you know she got that MILF pussy. Oh my, I'm fucking losing it right now. So, turns out though that she was like a fucking alcoholic. But looking back now, obviously, but oh my god, I would have destroyed that shit given the chance. I was fucking playing video games earlier, so I'm kind of scared that my neighbors will report me for being loud, but that's okay. Why does it look like I have dandruff on the side of my fucking bed, bro? God damn. I don't have dandruff. I have fucking amazing hair. Current drink right now is water, if anybody's curious. Braden snapped me back.
Nah, bro, you're psychotic. I will literally just put it outside for the cats that live across the street. Nah, bro, you're psychotic.
Well, everybody on this podcast thinks you're a piece of shit then, okay? What was I talking about? Oh, what's going on over here? One of my friends... Ooh, I want to move to Elburn. Anyway, what was I talking about? I fucking lost... Oh, Miss Ruby. Yeah, she used to watch us while my dad went to work. Oh my god, dude. She was fucking... She was something, man. I think I liked her personality more than anything. She was like one of those like old school black ladies too. You want to know why? Because she didn't use her dishwasher for dishes. She used that shit for storage, like toilet paper, paper towels, her paper plates, and what's it called? Her cups, just anything like that you could store in there, like pots and pans, and always had towels hanging up everywhere. She had kids running around. For anybody who doesn't understand that, she had all this plastic stuff for a reason. She had a bunch of nice glassware too. She had this nice mug that she used to drink all her beer out of. Damn. She was a Miller girl too. All right, moving on. God damn, I just went on a whole rant about an older black lady. That's when I think I discovered I liked brown women. I don't know if I ever shared on this podcast the first time I ever tried eating black pussy. And I'm gonna be very specific here because it scarred me for life. God, is it Brayden again? It is. Well, we'll answer that for a second. I can't remember if I talked about this on my podcast, but I remember the first time I ate black pussy and it smelled like fucking shit. And I still went down there and I remember I licked it. And like, if anybody out there who's ever licked deodorant, or if they ever, like, put their tongue on a battery, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that weird, like, that taste that you get after you get fucking shocked. That's what that was like. And it kind of turned me away from eating pussy, but now it's, like, my thing. Now it's my thing. I will throw you on the table, bro. And eat you out like a Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, I feel bad for one of my friends. I send her a lot of my stupid shit, and I feel bad because I don't want to annoy her. And I also send Dave a lot of shit too. Poor Dave's probably like, oh, this again. Like, I'll read you mine and Dave's last conversation. Besides me bitching about every time it drops under 65 degrees, my knees fucking ache. I cannot help it. I have to bitch about it. So, I was at work today, just fucking off, doing nothing. It was the end of the day. And, one of the main questions I asked was, did you... Okay, alright, so I'm... Okay, so I'm going to explain that so you guys don't have to hear it through the audio. So, I was at work the other day, and this is the last conversation we had. And I was going around asking everybody, I'm like, hey, did you guys have an imaginary friend? And if the answer was yes, which 95% of the answers were yes, I asked, did your imaginary friend also convince you to suck your own dick? Or try to? And then, as you get older, it's like, no, Mom, I swear it wasn't me. I didn't try sucking the teddy bear's clit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody's tried fucking a stuffed animal at least once. I'm not saying I did. I could not confirm nor deny of me trying to eat a teddy bear pussy. But let me tell you. But, yeah, dude, I was a freaky fucking kid, I guess. I was thinking about sex way before I even hit puberty. That, and for some reason, I really like to just build random shit in my bedroom that would just be an obstacle course to get around. I don't know what it was. I thought it was so cool. And you know what? Looking back, it was. I was taking, like, fucking toy cars. I was taking, like, bookshelves, fucking the neighbor's cat. I was balancing shit on other shit. It was pretty fucking awesome. And I would, like, make these cool little structures that could hold shit. And I'm like, oh my God. And I would be like, Mom, come look. Mom, come look. And she'd be like, very cool. At like, literally from a different fucking room. I'm like, you didn't even look, Mom. And then she'd come in and be like, take it down. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Because, your dad would come home and then you'd be scared shitless because I don't know why. That's just how it was for me. Wow, look at me trauma dumping. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to. And then one time we had a lot of clothes because we were a family of 5 and my mom loved buying us clothes at this time. We were like 6. I remember me and David dumped all the clothes out: socks, underwear, shorts, shirts, fucking tank tops, sweaters, jackets. And what we did was we fucking it was like 1 foot wide. It was like as wide as my baby ass kid shoulders, right? So we would build about that circle and we would just build up like it was like a well. And I remember my mom came in and she goes, I remember she just walked out and then my dad came in, and this kind of goes back to like the whole structure thing. Like I always had like a huge fascination to like building shit out of shit that was not meant to be built with, like the neighbor's cat fucking clothes. And then yeah, I remember my dad came home and he goes, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, just please reorganize it and we'll rewash all this shit tomorrow. And I remember how pissed off he was because it was his only day off that week. It was during the holidays. I remember we were home for Christmas break. And I think like that's so weird to me because I'll remember certain things like that when I was like 5 or 6. And then like there's sometimes I'll remember things like from when I was like 3 years old. And it's so crazy to me because I cannot even begin to... Like, I'll remember certain things. Like, I remember being, like, 3 or 4. We'll say that. And I remember getting ran over by, like, a kid ATV. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the electrical ones. And it fucking destroyed my ankle, dude. This kid came out of the corner and just fucking ran me over with this little electrical ATV kids thing. So, y'all, you ever do that as kids? Maybe, like, if you're in a different tax bracket, maybe you didn't do this. But maybe you were the one hating on kids like me. But I remember like growing up, we would never really buy the newest shit for us as kids, at least. So what's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh, so we would always end up like, oh, if someone got like the new Bakugan or like Beyblades, bikes, skateboards. Trying to think of what else we played with as kids. We would always be in line to for sure try it out with them. I fucking hated it, man. If I go back in time and buy myself everything I could, I would. I think that's why I started working so fucking young, because I got tired of always never having money. But then, working at age of 14, looking back, dude, I threw away my fucking life the moment I got a job. I will never make my kids go to work. And that right there is how you make little shitty kids running around thinking they own the fucking place. I'll make my kid do like housework and shit, and he ain't getting a fucking car when he turns 16. He go fuck a wall if he wants. He ain't getting one of those. But I want my kid to have the childhood I did not have. I think, I don't want my kid to worry about at the age of 15, 14 years old if he's going to get hours that week at McDonald's. Oop, that was loud. Because that's how I was. But looking back at it, I never remember spending that much money. So I think my brother or my dad was stealing money from me. I don't think it was my dad. My dad had his own job. But Bobby, if you're fucking listening to this, bro, you owe me thousands. I should have had tons of money in my bank account when I got older, but I never did. I would always be like, hey, Dad, what do I have in my account? Because, you can't have your own bank account for whatever fucking reason, apparently, when you're under the age of 18. Like, how much is my account? And it was always like $13. It was never like the $250 or the $240 I worked for. And I was making a solid like $10 at a time. So I used to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Fridays from 4 to 7. And then I would work Saturdays and Sundays from 6 to 1 every Saturday and the Sunday. I remember I literally like woke up one Saturday. I believe it was a Saturday, right? It was either a Saturday or Sunday. I remember just waking up, and I woke up late for work, and my dad's like, you're late for work. And I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. I remember I walked in there, and I was like, yeah, I quit. I was so stressed out because of, like, we were getting ready to move, too. We were getting ready to move to my dad's current home now, and I was supposed to hold my job till I left. Because my dad's like, hey, you might not get a job out there for a while, so he's like, you might want to like work as much as you can, build up, save. Which, by the way, even if I did that, it wouldn't matter. I still had no money to my fucking name for whatever reason. Yeah, I remember just like waking up one Saturday and we were still a month and a half out from moving, and I was like, I quit. And they go, oh, you could just take the day off, come back tomorrow. And I was like, nah, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. And I legit just, like, gave them my uniform. And by the way, I was already, like, 2 hours late. And I was like, yeah, so long. They obviously called my dad to make sure everything was good because it was so out of pocket for me just to show up, like, in my pajamas and be like, I quit. And looking back, I feel like a total dickbag. But in the end, I did what I wanted to do. And it didn't fucking matter anyway because I ended up doing a fucking summer reading bullshit for fucking school during the summertime because we moved right after my freshman year of high school. So, that was some good times. I will never feel bad for leaving them like that because they could have fired me on the spot any moment because I was late. I started doing the same shit. I started doing the same fucking shit when I worked at McDonald's in my current town I live in now. I remember I was working McDonald's, and I would always wake up late. I hated my job. I was always on the hunt for something different, and then, I was applying for this one job, but then I got so fucking sick with mono. By the way, if anybody who does not know, I had mono really bad 3 times. If any ladies out there want to kiss me, I don't have it currently. It's a doormat, is it doormat? Dormant? Doormat or dormant? I can't remember the name for it. It's very dormant, so we're going to call it that. It sounds more professional. I had mono really bad 3 times, and it really affected my blood work, liver, body weight. I think I actually ended up, when I got mono, I was like 120-something pounds, and then I got super sick with it. I'll put photos in my next podcast, and I will make sure of that, or I'll put it as my thumbnail. Depends on what YouTube allows, because it's really fucking gross. And if you don't know what mono is, look it up. And so I remember my body weight from like 120 to 105, 100. So I was like super underweight. And that just kind of really affected my goal. So I was still working at McDonald's like fucking 40 to 50 hours a week with John at the time before John quit. And I remember I was just walking to work every day, biking to work. And then as it got colder, I was so thankful for John's mom every once in a while to give me a ride. That fucking sucked because I moved out at age 17, around that at least. And I basically did the same fucking thing I did when I was 14, 15 years old. I burnt myself out, and it sucks, man. I don't think works give you appreciation like that, like they should. I don't know how I don't know how people do it. Kind of going back to what I was talking about in the beginning of the podcast, man. It's you got to find something that you're willing to burn yourself out for. Like for me, it's the gym. It's the gym and going to work and making money like that. Like you got to find a job you're willing to throw your fucking life out for. Because if you're not happy doing what you're doing the wrong fucking thing with your life. If you're happy flipping burgers, go do that for a living. If you hate working on cars, stop being a mechanic. You know. I think everybody needs a change of scenery. You know what we need to do? We need to categorize 4 jobs. Like so, you have healthcare, warehouse, office jobs, and outside jobs, right? Or military. We'll say military because I don't know. And every 10 years, you got to cycle through that. So everybody gets their military time in. Everybody gets their office job time in, warehouse, and all that. And by the time, not to mention, you'd be the jack of all trades, literally. No, we would have to do medical school, military, office, and trade. Right? That sounds about right. I think that sounds right. That way, so you get experience in everything. Everybody's CPR certified. Everybody knows their health and shit. Everybody served their country. Everybody's getting a good trade job to retire with and also get a pension from the military. That would be a fucking baller-ass cycle. And you could choose at the end if you want to do office or not. You would have to choose between office or trade job. I just solved the world's fucking problems right there. Goddamn. Let's see what Brian sent me. Hang on.
Bro, it's Greek yogurt and salsa. That does not sound good at all. Bro.
Okay, number 1, Braden, you know I'm still doing my podcast. You know I don't always eat for flavor. I also eat for proteinic. Protein-wise. Yeah. Let's see what John sent me down. Sending John a picture of my shoulders. My traps look really small in that photo, but that's okay. I know I had a few more topics on here I want to talk about. I totally just got distracted. I went to a really nice restaurant the other day. It was really nice. I would say would eat there again. I've eaten there twice though. I've only eaten there twice my entire time. Hang on. Let's see if I can find. So today at work I was running a poll. Oh, okay. Same thing. So back to what me and Dave were talking about. I got totally carried away. I apologize. Me and Dave go on to talk about how like, if, you know, has every kid tried to suck their own dick? Like, obviously the boys, and then have females also tried to lick their own clit? I know some women could suck their own titties, which is pretty hot. Do women get the same satisfaction as if they were to suck their own titties versus a man doing it? Or do you think it's just better to have a man do it because it's more satisfaction? Like, how does it work? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up a woman sucking her own titty. Oh, boy. The things I do on this podcast for views. Pornhub. Pornhub.com. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? These women have dicks. Oh, transfixed. All right. Well, I want to kill myself. Lady sucks own boob. What the hell? Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I have no. What the fuck? This is. I feel very uncomfortable right now. So, oh yeah, women can suck their own tits apparently. It looks like it's very common in the porn world. A lot of chicks with dicks going on right now. And I'm not a fan of that. Oh my, this just took me to a video of a dude sucking his own dick. I don't know how I feel about that. Very flexible he looks like. All right, we're getting off this topic. So, yeah, I don't remember. Oh, so I forgot where I was going about this. Then we're talking about how men try to suck their own dick and only some get away with it. I don't think I've ever tried. I think I could say that responsibly. I just never took interest in dick, especially my own. So it's not like I'm like against gays or anything, but I would just prefer not to suck my own dick. I think that's very important. But I would totally, you know what's fucked up? Moving on, like with the dick thing is, it's like I don't take I could fucking, if a girl wants me to use a dildo on her, I can do it. That's fine. It's fake. It's a fucking toy. But I don't think I could ever watch another dude fuck another girl. Does that make sense? Like when I watch porn, it's gotta be mostly women in it. If there's a dude in it, he's gotta be very passive. He's gotta be the guy holding the camera, so you don't really see him that much. Did you know some people have mirrors in their house, so when they fuck, they can watch themselves? Isn't that kind of fucking weird? I think that's kind of weird. I've thought about that too. It'd be so funny, but I don't know when I would see myself in the mirror fucking. Like if you're not buried in the face of the ass, does it matter? Like you're not really fucking, then you're just getting your nut in, I guess. See, I'm sticking to this chair and I feel so gross. Ugh. Ooh, god damn. Oh, and then we kind of go about how would women try to lick their own clit? Let's look it up. Let's see. Looking it up right now. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a real thing. Why is this kind of hot? I don't know why. I don't know how I feel about this. Damn, she's flexible. That's insane. I wish I've seen this in real life. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's like an incest, isn't it? I think it's considered incest because like you're kind of like fucking yourself. That's kind of gay, right? That's kind of gay. I think that's gay. Is it gay if you jerk off to yourself? Yeah, because you're jerking off to a dick, right? Or if you're like, what if you're fingering yourself? It's kind of lesbian. Kind of gay. I never understood that. Why is it gay when a man does something, but it's considered lesbian when is it just two different descriptions for it? Let's look it up right now. What is the definition of gay?
Here's the definition of gay. Sexually or romantically attracted exclusively to people of one's own sex or gender, used especially of a man.
Yeah, so I was checking. What is the definition of lesbian?
Here's the definition of lesbian. Denoting or relating to women who are sexually or romantically attracted exclusively to other women, or to sexual attraction or activity between women.
Yeah, so I guess maybe I just never because I have seen women be called gay before. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. Anybody else kind of weirded out the fact that people are so easily to jump on the fact that they want to switch genders? This is where I come in and I start to hate on it because I'm very bipolar on the situation. I hate that people are so quick to jump on the fact that I want to get a sex change instead of actually looking to get help. I'm not saying that they're on what's the word I'm looking for? What's the mirror I'm looking? Mirror? I'm sorry, I just saw a mirror on this fucking my homepage. I'm not saying that they're unstable, but I do think that maybe instead of how about jumping straight to TRT or stuff like that, you actually talk to somebody and figure it out before you actually do it. There should be a fucking step you have to take. Kind of like becoming an American citizen. You gotta take multiple steps to make sure it's what you want, make sure you're okay to do it. Because in my opinion, I just saw a post the other day where guys I regret turning into a woman because it's a fucking trend. 9 times out of 10, it's a trend. Because I know this person on my Snapchat that is getting a sex change, and by the way, I think it's turning into a guy. He is a fucking asshole. If you don't believe in what he believes in, he shits on you, and it's just I don't know. I wanna get to know this person, obviously on a better note, but no matter what, they always have to slide up and be like, oh, zit face. I'm like, bro, you just keep making fun of my acne, but that's all you can make fun of. And I want to roast this person so bad, but I can't because they have multiple friends of mine. Which, by the way, everybody, I defended my friend Alyssa a long time ago about the baby daddy thing, and she went right back to him. I want everybody to know that. There's an update on that, by the way. It's reminded me. She went back to him, and I just said, you know what? I hope you get fucking throat punched. And now everybody who's curious about that is because number one, I like drove out of my way to go see her, make sure everything was good, because she told me that she was worried that her baby daddy was gonna come in. I've also like I've helped her. I've called her, or like she's called me, and I've talked to her on my overnights at work, and because she needed support, and I was there for her. I basically jumped through all these hoops, just to get like a big fuck you. I'm back with him. He's changed. I'm gonna try to change him, and then he turns around and then he cusses me out because I'm trying to help her be healthier. In which, if everybody's wondering, it's hard to leave an abusive relationship. He's more mentally than he is physically. And they didn't live together. He lived with his grandfather, and she lived on her own. And they lived like hours apart, and the only way they would see each other is when they dropped off the kid. That was it. What's with you fucking women having sex with these fucking asshole men, bro? Come on, get your shit together. No, but I'm sharing that update with you guys. I remember like 15 podcasts ago, I'm like, I'll update you guys. I'll tell you what happens with the whole baby daddy thing. And all it did was fucking bite me in the ass and start problems with someone who I don't even fucking really know. Some fucking drug addict. I'm not gonna fight the dude. I'm not gonna go after him. But yeah, man, I'm over that shit. Don't fucking come to me for help if you ain't gonna take my advice. Sometimes men do change. It also goes for females. Females also are the blame as well. But it's not always the same. Oh, god damn, it feels so good to stretch. Oh. This is actually, believe it or not, this is my second podcast I'm recording today. I recorded one earlier, but I was like, nah, I could do way better. Which I feel like this podcast is way better than the other one. I'm not going to delete the other one, but, oh, what is this? What? Why? What? Hold up. Hey, I got to check something. I'm scared. Everybody, hold on. I'm scared. I'm checking my, I got a ding on my thingy. On my, shit. When was this due? Oh, well, damn, that scared the fuck out of me, dude. I have a payment for something, and I thought I missed it, and I was scared I was gonna fuck up my credit, but I don't have to worry about it till 4 more days, so I'll take care of it then. I was like, oh my god, I was like, and it's the payment itself is so small. The only reason why I put it on my card was because I just wanted the history, and it was like the minimum payment due is $13, and I was like, dude, if you miss like even a $5 payment, it really just kind of, what's it called? It kind of fucks with your credit. So I tried not to do that. I think like for me that's a good trait I have, is I really try to stay on top of my money. Especially like with my credit. Like I don't know what my credit is now. It's high up there, I believe. It's high up there, I'd imagine. I don't really buy a lot of things. My biggest expense was my vehicle, because I don't have a mortgage yet. And I'm checking something on my PC right now. Is that supposed to... You know what? That probably explains why my PC gets so hot. I just realized my fans are against the wall, and it's not sucking in the fresh air. It's also fucking warm in my apartment. God damn. You know what? I'm feeling... Well, when this podcast's off in 2 minutes. What else can I do to kill time with? Man, I hope when I move out of my apartment, they don't fucking dink me for anything. I haven't damaged anything. I take really good care of my place, but I hate, like, feeling like I've done something wrong. Like, there's this, like, weird streak on the wall I'm looking at right now. And by the way, I live in a nice apartment. Like, the highest one in Rochelle. As I give out my fucking location. Whoops. No, like, one of the really nice ones. And, yeah, but there's 9 Rochelle's, if anybody's wondering. I've Googled it. I'll let you guys know I live on the southern side. So, I don't know. And there's, like, 3 here. Like one next to New Mexico. I'll let you guys stir that around. Yeah, man. There's some things in this podcast, this apartment that kind of makes me go, that wasn't there before me, but I'm scared they'll fucking penalize me for it. And if they do, I mean, there's a way you can get around that. You could just avoid, like, show me the receipts and stuff before, you do anything. But the apartment is, like, fresh. It was built, like, 4 years ago or something like that. And No, 7 years ago, and the foundation's finally settling. You could see it in the paint. But they don't do. They think landlords are fucking assholes, bro. They don't necessarily take good care of the apartments. We need landlords. It's important. Everybody should learn how to pay rent, or buy a house and pay a mortgage. But if you can't fucking do that for rent, then I don't see you owning a house. You know, kind of wish they took better care of it. I feel like they take amazing care of it, but they need to come in and like repaint this shit with the air gun that they used beforehand. And my fucking bathroom, the guard that goes to your air vents. I looked at it today. I was like, wait a second, they painted over the air guard. Oh my god. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I fucking laughed my ass off. I legit like was in tears. But on that note, everybody, I'm pretty much out of topics. I think we really fucking stormed through that 50 minutes. I just looked at my time, and that's why I was like, should I wait for a solid number? With that being said, be smart with your money, everybody. And continue to follow your dreams. So other than that, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, give me some feedback. Stop fucking striking my videos, YouTube, you piece of shit. And I'll see y'all next time.